Derbyshire recovered from an indifferent start with the bat as honours remained just about even after the second day of the LV County Championship match with Lancashire at the 3A County Ground. Lancashire resumed their first innings on 292 for 8 but were quickly all out. Matt Taylor removed Simon Kerrigan's off stump. Before 3 balls later, Tom Bailey edged the same bowler to Billy Godleman, both batsmen out without troubling the scorers. So Lancashire had lost their last 4 wickets for a single run overall, to be dismissed for 293, but Peter Siddle was soon causing problems in response. The Australian delivered a punishing opening spell, but it was Bailey who got the early breakthrough, trapping Ben Slater in front on 11. Siddle was then rewarded with the wicket of Martin Guptill, whose first-class innings in 14 months ended for a duck with an edge to Tom Smith, who was busy again in Siddle's next over, as Wayne Madsen also departed without scoring. Derbyshire were in trouble on 26 for 3, but Godleman and Wes Durston soon had the innings back on track, in spite of Siddle producing an opening spell for his new county of 9 overs 2 for 24, this a rare ball which wasn't an impeccable line. Derbyshire lunched on 74 for 3, and these two batsmen batted well in the afternoon as they began to put their side in control of this contest. In spite of the green nature of the pitch, once in, the batsmen could begin to enjoy themselves, as this pair were doing now. Durston, now in his 35th year, has improved a lot as a batsman since being given a chance to resurrect his career with Derbyshire 5 years ago. His 6th 4 here took him to his half-century of 61 deliveries, some effort given the state of play when he came to the crease. Godleman supported him really well at the other end. This drive took the partnership between the two of them to 3 figures. Derbyshire were getting themselves into a good place. Godleman matched his partner by getting to his own 50 off 88 balls. That run down to third man, bringing him his 8th 4. He was raising his bat in an over from Smith that cost 17 runs, as these two really began to play some shots. In fact, at this stage of the day, hardly an over went by without a boundary, with Durston by now at the top of his game, especially when facing the Lancashire captain. But perhaps the former Somerset man became a little overconfident. Having raced to 85 of 101 balls, he holed out off Kerrigan to his next one as a partnership of 148 was brought to an end, and it gave Kerrigan his 200th wicket in the championship. It threatened to open the floodgates too. In the next over, Derbyshire debutant Shiv Thakur nicked Bailey to Paul Horton to go for a duck, the third in the innings to do so. Lancashire suddenly had their tails up, and Smith, hitherto expensive, now produced a peach like this. From 174 for 3, Derbyshire found themselves on 204 for 6 as Godleman was out for a hard-working 76, Kyle Jarvis finding the edge. So there was now nothing to choose between these two well-matched teams. Alex Hughes top edge to pull off Jarvis for 6. Bird on the stroke of tea, he was also out for 37, although he didn't think that anything other than Pat had sent the ball from Stephen Croft into the hands of the diving Lewis Rees. So there was all to play for as the evening session began, with Derbyshire trailing by 64 runs on 229 for 7. Every run was now going to be crucial, and Harvey Hussain produced some fine shots to earn his side a second batting bonus point and to close the gap to 31 runs. Catch of the season thus far? Well, this is a contender for sure, as Croft plucked a firm drive off his own bowling to send Hussain packing for 33. Kerrigan then finished off the innings for figures of 3 for 21 from 18.5 overs. Tony Palladino nicked an attempted sweep behind, before Mark Footitt connected better but found Bailey in the deep as Derbyshire were all out for 274 to trail on first innings by 19 runs. The day started with Lancashire wickets, and it ended that way too. With just a handful of overs to bowl, Footitt came charging in and yorked Horton. Taylor then found the edge of Rees's bat, before he also had night watchman Siddle taken in the slips by Madsen, all 3 men out in single figures. That late burst has opened this game up no end. Lancashire got to 36 for 3 by the close thanks to some hard work from Alvaro Peterson and Ashwell Prince, and their wickets are possibly now the key ones on day 3, which the visitors will begin with a slender lead of 55.